Before we start the video, don't forget to like it, share and subscribe to the channel and activate the bell button so that you can receive everything new from us. It starts, the movie is with Colt Seavers, who we know he works as a stunt double. Even if you don't know the stunt double, my friend is the one who does the scenes danger in all movies and series. The important thing is that Colt loved his job very much because he was very special in it. He is considered number one. And other than that, his fiancée Colt remains the one named Judy, always works with him in films as a cinematographer, which means he makes Colt loves his job more. The important thing is that one time he stayed. Colt was working on a movie like this for a hero named Tom Ryder, and we see now that Tom and his producer, our Jill, Tom's film producer, is currently calling Colt and asking he refilmed a dangerous shot again. The short shot was that Colt was tied with a rope, so it falls from a high height and actually comes out cool. He takes this shot and loves it, which is that, unfortunately, the rope it disintegrates and Colt falls, and of course Peyton is at that time to the hospital. But Colt's journey ends here. 18 whole months pass after all of this, and we know that Colt has decided to retire. Since what happened, this stunt double job is permanent and has literally disappeared. Everyone lives with themselves in a simple apartment. He currently works parking cars in front of a restaurant. We know that Colt also, after all this happened, completely away from Judy and without any reason since then, he has been living in sadness, boredom, and loneliness. The important thing is that one day Colt received a call from film producer Gail Gill, still asked Colt, he's coming to film a new movie that you're producing for Tom Ryder. But Colt refuses. Of course. But Jill uses her intelligence. Colt knows that the director of this film is Judy. This is the first film she directed, and she asked for it by name for the sake of him. He is the one who plays this role at this moment, without thinking. Tom agrees that he films this film and returns to his job as a stunt double the next day. We always see that Colt arrives for the film's filming location and Apple's Dan Tucker, and the one who remains the coordinator of the important dangerous movements means, after greetings, welcome, etc., he takes Dan Colt to know the scene he will film today. There will be a car rollover scene. After that, the car will crush you a little with it and so on. That's it. The scene is over, even though this is a dangerous move, by the way. The boy decides to implement it just for the sake of it, Judy. Colt just keeps asking Tan about it now, Judy. Did you ask him or not? But he knows Judy didn't ask about him or care that he was coming. This movie is actually filmed. Of course, I was a little surprised, because how could she ask for it by name and not ask about it? In fact, the situation passed at the same time. Judy was sitting with her team and talking to me. The scene that will be filmed, and we know that Judy is not you. Don't even know that Colt is the one who will come to act. This is the funny scene. But Jill was lying on Colt for the sake of making him return to work. More than that. The important thing is that Judy decides now, imagine the dangerous scene of the car getting in. Now there is a car like this to photograph Colt's car. Colt moves behind her in the filming car and begins photography and science, my friend. Up until this moment, Judy also doesn't know that Colt is the one filming the scene in the complex. Begins filming the scene. Colt's car flips over and starts rolling. In the end, Colt is able to film the scene, despite its difficulty. And Salem leaves the car Ganem. Then everyone starts to celebrate that the scene really turned out to be very excellent. And here it remains. You see Judy. Of course, she is shocked because she is upset with him very much since he stopped talking to her, and you know that I don't want him to continue filming with her in this movie, and he walks, and Judy will actually walk Colt. But her assistant, whose name is Nigel, knows that there is no other stunt double but him, and he must continue by force about him. And Judy is forced against her will to agree that Colt completes filming of the second dangerous scenes. And after that, Colt actually enters and films the scene, the new one after that, which will be on Earth. This is a battle, and it is supposed to burn. He gets violently shaken in a rock and then starts to eat. This scene is filmed a lot, and it is real tired, and the problem is that Judy keeps repeating the scene more and more and more, so that Colt was upset. But this means that in all cases, this scene is filmed good by the end of the day. Colt will be gone. Its producer meets Gail, and at first he prefers Colty. He fights with her because she wrote about him in a topic, Judy. But Jill doesn't care about all this, and knows everything she wants him to ask, and asks for this request urgently. He quickly turns on Tom. writer's actor because he disappeared and you don't know anything about him, and you are not I want to call the police because if they come, they will know. She exceeded the film's budget and this is not legal. The film will stop filming, which means Colt must be there. Whoever finds him is completely away from the police. And you know another generation has exactly 48 hours to find. They include Tom and everyone on the filming location. He will know that Wahib has disappeared, and the movie is Hebo's. At that moment, Colt decides to help Gail. It revolves around Tom and all this because this is the first movie directed by Judy. I don't want him to kiss. He'll go away. Colt takes a car from filming so he can spin around in it. On Tom. But before I started going anywhere, he would sit down in Arabic. He prefers to listen to songs and think his relationship with Judy was stable when it was long ago. It is normal. And because of this, he prefers to cry while staying. He wasn't crying. Judy would come and sit with him, sir. I have now spoken to Colt and asked him. They continue to work together normally in the movie, but they try to forget their relationship, pure old, and they are professionals in dealing. He stops, Colt, and knows Judy that he loves her indeed. The period in which he was away from her was forced about him. He didn't want her to see him fail. She is weak in Judy. Understands Colt's words a little. It is clear that they have started to return to the same way for a while. The first important thing is that Colt keeps leaving Judy and taking some of them go to the house of actor Tom and Big Ham. The house, and he keeps looking for Tom at home everywhere, but he doesn't find it all. Once he finds Colt, a girl like this, attacking him with a sword, Colt prefers to avoid hitting until he can. He kept the sword away from her completely. And here Colt remained focused with this girl. Vic saw that she was E.G. and the one who she remains an actress and Tom's fiancée. And of course she attacks Allie Colt because she thought she was a thief. But Colt, he doesn't care about all this and only asks where Tom is Rada. So you know that she doesn't know his place. But she knows that he always stays up late at a casino belonging to a person named Don because Don is a drug dealer who always buys drugs from him. This does not waste all the time and goes away all the time to Don's casino. He sits with him and offers he always has a drink, and Colt starts drinking and asks him about their status. But he always doesn't know, and the problem is it remains that one time Colt starts to get tired and see things like this are strange because of his drink. There were hallucinogenic pills, and on top of that, Don knew Colt is going to kidnap him now, and his men are coming. Now the Don wants to kidnap Colt, but Colt prefers he hits them all, and when he finds them now, his men beat one after the other and he runs away. The place. Colt prefers to run after him and run after him until he stops the car he got into. Don will hit him. Don will get better and they will know that he didn't want to kidnap him. But someone ordered him to do so. This person remains. Tom's private security chief, Don. Colt knows that if he wants Tom now, he will find it in a room like this in a specific hotel. This is what Judy and everyone else are sitting in the movie Tom only. Colt knows everything. Whoever wants it, take some and leave. This hotel has its girl there, reception, and Colt keeps asking her about Tom's room, how does he enter it, and so on. And Colt is unable. He is very focused because of the hallucinogenic pills that he literally has. It makes him see a unicorn everywhere. Ask me what a unicorn means. It means that he saw that, and that's it. And the problem, my friend, is that there is, at this time, Judy sees Colt, so she comes to talk with him. Colt will ruin everything and tell her on the subject of the missing Tom. But luck comes. The producers coming and taking Judy and then leaving Colt spoke to one of the receptionists proudly. I have the key to Tom's room in Beirut along Colt. I don't want Tom to come in and prefer he is looking for Tom. And in the middle of what he is looking for, he calls Judy. Please take his opinion on the scenes and things like that you do in the movie. So it's better Colt advises her what to do and what not to do. He also prefers to talk to her a little sweet, and that's it. He closes with her and continues to spin on Tom until suddenly he finds a bathtub like this in the snow. The body of a person terrifies Colt and he comes down from the room immediately. He calls Jill and finds out what happened. He knows that he will inform the police, but he is coming. She still refuses. But she ate and her refusal doesn't matter to her. They swallow, and now he actually takes shorts and they come out. The room sees this body, but they can't find it. Anything, and he knows everything now. He must have imagined this body is due to hallucinogenic pills. Nothing more anyway. I mean, he's gone now to take pictures. Judy comes there, and you know her. The scene they will do today. You also know that she and the entire crew, they will go out and stay up late together in a place like this. After filming today, I will tell him that it is him both. Actually comes with them and enters Colt. He films the scene and is literally very creative in it. Colt goes to rest, and here Gale comes to him, and you know that. Now he has to move and ride a plane, travels to the city of Thanaya, circling Tom, because he might be in this city. So he agreed. Colt is upset because he won't go out with Judy. The crew is like Judy's appointment, which means that Colt Bacon will take the plane and walk. But before what he does now sees the pain and what remains Tom's assistant, Fabi Colt goes to Alma and asks about Tom. But she has his mobile phone and a report that will guide you. Maybe he can deliver something from him and take it from her. I collected the mobile phone, and before it goes anywhere it comes, a person electrifies Colt in the water and cuts it. Like this, he keeps asking her about their phone. But Colt stayed. He keeps running after this car. At that moment, the occasion is when he jumps on the car and keeps fighting with the men in it until he can upset them. He saves the pain safely and then leaves. I called the place where Judy was supposed to stay the crew, but they find that Judy is left. My eggs didn't care much for a while, and I said after that, Dan's friend asked Dan if he knew the password. Tom's phone seller sold Dan that he definitely didn't. He doesn't know, but they might go now and accuse him. They look for his phone's password. There, by the way, it is known that Dan Benzie, anything he writes in notes like this means he hangs it in his house, and it might be normal for him to hang the number. The secret of his phone is there too, and it really is. They lost Colt, and now what? And went home and stayed. They searched the house for his password. Their phone finally appreciated Danny. He finds him, and is finally able to open the phone. He is now starting to flip through his phone until they find a video like this in which Tom appears. He was at a party like this, and he was with Tom, Henry, and Lee. He was a stunt double, and in the last period the flag was taken. I thought that Henry was the same person who he saw his story at the hotel. But overall, Colt, he watches the video, and Bella says he jokes with Henry a lot and they hit him hard. So he sold Henry as dead, and here Colt can understand that Henry was seriously killed. Then he disappeared. And this mobile phone. It is the only thing that proves that Tom is the criminal. That's why Tom sent his men to take this mobile phone. The problem remains. My friend, if it is Colt, he doesn't have time to think about anything and finds the news. It is now announced that Henry was killed and that they were found. He was in the hotel room, and it was clear that he was the one who killed him because he was the last person to enter Henry's room. Of course, Colt was shocked in an unnatural way. But before he doesn't think about anything and gets to where his men are, Tom, Colt, and Dame now prefer to fight with them. With all courage, the Celts can escape from them. But they are not. He goes far away and breaks up his men in front of him. Of course, they can catch him at that moment and tie him up. Then Tom came and talked to him. Tom knew Colt, my friend, all the misfortunes that happened from the beginning. Oh, he was the one who caused the accident. It happened to Colt a very long time. Ego or sights in its back. He was broken. That he was upset with him because Colt was trying to steal the spotlight from him and all. The people were there. She loves him more than him. And he is currently killing Henry. He was also stealing the spotlight from him and knew Tom, Colt, and Gale. When she found out he killed Henry, decided to help him and wear Colt everything. Of course, Tom, who makes a lot of movies for him and earns money from There Is No Money to Lose. So I am coming to summon. Now everyone is supposed to work on the movie. The plan was that they would take what Colt did, and they write on Tom's face in Tom's video, he killed my lighthouse, and that way Colt would take everything away. The problem is that they lost their mobile phone, and all of this happened currently. He is asking for a check from the mobile phone because they wanted to get rid of all this talk. But I went around. Of course they know that he is not with him, so Tom gets angry. His men finish off Colt. So his men are Tom. They kept throwing gasoline at Colt to light it, but Colt can escape from him and take a boat. So he was somewhere near here and running away by sea. Ace and Colt was not escaping. An idea that makes him feel that this is the end of him. So he calls. He keeps telling her that he loves her and everyone. We see that Tom's men, by the way, they take a boat and run after Colt and Egyptians. They answer him and prefer to shoot him. Because of this, Colt's boat starts to burn. Now he prefers to do something like this and come in by boat on a ship that was in Al, and boom, explodes. Of course, everyone now thinks that Colt is dead, but in reality, they are Arabs from the boat in Last Moment, the second day. Judy will be in her shrouds or on set, and suddenly you find a strange person inside her all the time. She prefers to hit him. No, she literally doesn't hit him. I break it completely. But this person comes out cold in the end. Judy apologizes to him and is happy that he is still there. Ayush then talked to Colt about Judy and got to know her everything from beginning to end and decide now with some of them will grow up, Tom confessing. Everything his crimes are such that Colt takes Bara and prefers to solve them. They thought about how to make Tom do this until they say they will let him confess in another filming just a scene in the movie, sir. In a little while, we see that Tom is coming now and he keeps filming a scene like this in the movie. Then Judy speaks with him, and you know that she wants him to film a dangerous scene. A little while ago, there was a car, so Tom agreed and he didn't. Mata are brothers, and the first time Tom rides Arabic in order to film the scene. He finds Colt next to him, and now Colt takes the car and flies away from the place, and Colt prefers to tell Tom to confess everything. What he did, and those who will die together, but Tom. He prefers to procrastinate, and we see that his men are currently Tom. They go out and run after an Arabic, hoping that they stop him, but there is blood waiting for them, and he prefers. He uses cinematic tricks to flip their cars. After that, Dan and his men prefer. They hit them, but Colt stayed and kept running in Arabic more, and they know that they will die. Now, if he doesn't admit what he did, Tom will be afraid it was sold for everything. And, of course, it will be Tom the Jungle. I'm wearing a photography microphone, and so Judy can record everything. Oh, and so far, everything is fine. Okay, Jill takes these recordings, and you take a plane like this to escape before you escape. She goes first to Tom, takes him with her, and flies away. But Colt doesn't leave him and can catch him. The plane goes out with them and he keeps hitting me. Gail and Tom can finally take them. The recording shows me from the plane that I am all about you. Finally, everything ends, and of course we know. So Gail and Tom will be imprisoned, but Judy remains. She wet the filming of her movie and finished it. But with a second actor, she achieves her dream and lives safely with Colt. They decide that they will never leave each other again. This point ends the movie, which I hope will be, I just liked it. Peace be upon you.